Well, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Hey, a little while back, I did a mod to the Tacoma back here, and I had an issue. And this dealt with the two locks that I put on the driver's side cubby. They came with a dust cover that, frankly, I just couldn't get to work. Now, a fellow named Jake from the company, and the company is Fabrication Tools and Materials, saw the install video and found that indeed they were having problems with that dust cover as well. So they changed up the kit. The kit now includes two locks that has an internal dust shutter, so you don't have to screw with that external cover anymore. So Jake sent me the new kit. We're gonna go ahead and take out what I've got right now in the cubby and install the new locks with the internal dust shutters. Now, if you want to see how to do this mod from the beginning, I'll leave a link right up here from the original install video. You can check that out. And if you're interested in picking these up, there'll be a link down below. Let's go ahead and unbox them and we'll get them installed. All right, here's the box that they came in. Go ahead and open this thing up. See what we actually have inside here. Very nice packaging. You gotta love the bubble wrap. Inside here we have the kit. Put this stuff back in here. This is the kit that I was sent by Jake. As you can see, it's two new locking cylinders, I'll call them, or locks. They are keyed. You do get 2 keys per lock. So let's go around to the back of the truck. We'll uninstall the locks that are in there now, and we'll get these things put in. Okay, let's go ahead and get the cubby out of here. Got the keys in there already. Let's turn those, pull it out. Pretty simple to do. You guys can see the locking mechanism and stuff behind here. Now, what I have to do, of course, is replace the locking part itself, because I already have the rest of the kit here, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and do that, pull these out, put the new lock style in here, and then we should be done. Okay, I've come inside now because frankly it's hot out there and the gnats are driving me nuts. And this is one of the first mods that I can actually bring in the house and do. So anyway, back to it. I've got it laying down here on the table. We have to remove the existing locks that I have in here. Pretty simple to do. Again, if you didn't have these in before, then you, of course, wouldn't have to do this step. But I'm going to show you how to take the old ones out, put the new ones in. I'm going to go ahead and remove the screw from the top. It's pretty easy. This is what holds the little closure lever, I'll call it, on. When this is turned up, like so, it would grab the back of the cubby and keep it locked. Without it, you can't remove this, this cover, at least not without a lot of force. So we'll set that aside. There is a nut here on the back. I've already loosened that up a little bit. If you hadn't, I have a 7/8 wrench. It fits on that screw perfectly, or that nut. So we'll go ahead and pull that off. And then we should be able to just pop the little locking mechanism that's in there now out, like so. Pretty simple. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about with the dust shutter. You can see on the one that was in there, it was just open. What it came with before was this black cover that covered up it had like a little door on it, if you will, a little plastic door that you pulled open and stuck your key in. That did not work. So what they've done in their kit, they're now including a locking mechanism here that has a cover. Right there you can see this cover just slides back and forth over where you would slide the key to keep the dust and stuff out. Pretty good design. I like that much better anyway. So let's go ahead and remove the screw. And that's pretty loose anyway, so we'll go ahead and take that off. Set that aside, and then the nut that's going to hold the lock onto the cubby door, pull that off. And let's see, size-wise, these are identical. You guys can see them sitting there next to each other. They are the same size, so you won't run into any issues like that if you've already put one on and want to replace it with this one. Let's go ahead and slip this in. Pretty easy to do. It just slides back in like the other one slid out. Now, I do want to see which way the key goes in, because I want my keys this time to go in the same direction. Before, I actually had them opposite. One went in up and one went in down. I don't know why I did that. I guess I didn't pay any attention. So that's in the up position, and how you can tell, there's a little notch right here on the side. If you do both of them the same way, they should work the same way. So we're going to keep that notch on the side when we tighten this thing down, so that I can just put my key in. Let's see, like so. And lock and unlock this once I have it tightened down. So let's go ahead and get the lever part put back on. Or actually, before we do that, we've got to tighten this down. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get this tightened on here, and as soon as I do that, we'll come back on and put the little lever part back on, and that's pretty much the whole install. So let me do that. We'll be right back. Okay, I've gone ahead and put the whole assembly back on. Again, I just put the nut back over the lock and then screwed the little tongue part here back on top. You can see right now it's facing to the left, or actually, yeah, it would be the left if the panel were on, like so. The key is down. Right now it would be in the unlocked position. If I turn it up, like so, you can see right there, it now would be up behind the cubby, and it would be locked. There's actually a little lip, now that I've double checked. There's a little slot in the back of the cubby that this kind of slips right into. So that's how it locks. You pull the key out, of course, and it stays up like so. A little bit of play, but that's normal, and not enough that they can get it out by any means. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side over here, and then we'll go back out, test it, make sure that I did it correctly, and then we'll be finished. Okay, we've got it back outside, the locks are back in, so now the moment of truth. Did I put them in the right direction? And are they going to fit on there properly? Before I put it back in, real quick, let me show you. There are little slots, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you can, maybe. Right there, there's a slot there, and there's a slot over here. And that's actually right there. That's where the little arms go, if you will, that hold the door in and will allow us to lock it. So let's go ahead and see if indeed I did get these on properly. That one feels good, and so does that one. Take the keys out, and it's locked on there. You can't get it open. How about that, huh? Again, the purpose of this was to switch out the locks that were on there before that didn't have the dust covers over the key slots. These do, as you can see, right there. You can see the slot covers, if you will. And that keeps the dust and stuff out. So if you're a big trail guy, you won't have to worry about getting gunk and stuff stuck inside your locks. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, show you guys how that was done, and go ahead and switch it out so that I have the proper locks on there. Thanks to Jake over there at Fabrication Tools and Materials for sending this kit out to me, making it right. I now have the locks on the back there, as you guys saw, with the dust covers built in, or the dust shutters they're called, built in to keep the grit and grime and all that stuff that can get inside the locks, even if you don't do any kind of off-roading or anything, and gum those things up so that they don't work properly. This is a great way to secure stuff in that little cubby in the back of your truck. I think it's a pretty slick little mod. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. Something you'd be interested in? Don't forget, there'll be a link down below if you guys want to pick this up. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.